Emily Singh with the Toronto Caribbean newspaper. We're here at the Durham Caribbean Festival. I'm here learning about mental health and peer support. Here with me is Robert Dunlop to tell me a little bit more.
All right, Emily, amazing to meet you today.
Likewise, it's great to be here.
We gotta shout because it's so loud, right?
I know, it's crazy. The music is blaring.
So we're talking about mental health peer support, and you were telling me there's a lot of stigma in your community. Tell me a bit about that. What are people saying about mental health? Do they hide it? Is there stigma?
I mean, in the Caribbean community, there is a lot of stigma regarding mental health, especially in Guyana. I mean, right now we're boasting as like one of the highest suicide rates in the world. And I think the underlying issue with that is mental health. And I think that there needs to be more discussion and more open conversation in that community to help combat this issue.
And we interviewed some people, Arthur Augustine and some others, that were saying it's also a big problem in the Caribbean community here in the Greater Toronto area.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's an issue here as well. I don't think that there is enough discussion. I don't think people are open to really putting this out on the table and really getting to the main issue here.
Well, what we're about here, we're in our 6th year. We're called the Mental Health Peer Support Organization.
Yeah.
And like your button shows, just zoom in there, family and peer support. So we have, just like Alcohol Anonymous has AA, we have a mental health peer network for people that have identified significant mental health challenges. And then, like Alcohol Anonymous has Al-Anon for the families, we have a group where families can get together. And when they get together, whether it's the families or the peers themselves, they are often sharing love, compassion, coping resources, and we're doing our best to fight that stigma. We share a lot of wellness recovery tools. One of them is called Wellness Recovery Action Plan, and it's taught at most of the hospitals throughout the USA and Canada. And what do you think of the power of people getting together and sharing love, compassion, and proving coping strategies? What do you think about that?
I think when you're suffering from mental health, I think it's so important to be able to have a strong support system behind you. And you need to be able to know that, you're not doing this alone, that you have, a group of people who love you, care about you, want to see you get better. So I think that it's so super important to have people, on your side and behind you while you're going through this, while you're recovering.
Fantastic. And that's so true. We also come across people that are completely isolated. They may not even have friends and family. They may have had them in the past. Those people may have gotten sick and tired of them, hearing about their issues, and they find themselves totally isolated. And some people, unfortunately, they don't have any friends or family. I mean, that's just a fact. So in that case, we have a group for depression and isolation, and we get people out for hikes, arts and crafts, and we often have total strangers hugging each other. What do you think about the power of that compassion to break down isolation?
I think that, in the unfortunate case that people don't have a family, I think like organizations like this are so important, to be able to, know that you have people there to rely on, even though your family is not there. You have other people who are going through a similar struggle that are there for you and can relate to you. Fantastic.
So this has been Emily from
the Toronto Caribbean newspaper.
The Toronto Caribbean newspaper. Thank you so much, Emily, for this interview. Any final thoughts on the power of mental health peer support for family and friends?
No, thank you so much for having me, and I think kudos to your organization for reaching out into the community and really making a difference. So thank you for what you do.
Thanks so much, Emily.
Thank you.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.